Okay, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Today I want to accomplish a couple of things. First, I'm going to transplant some of the plants that have been sitting in my cold frame and a few extra plants that I have. But I want to talk about fertilizer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this one, which is more nitrogen based to help them grow. But before we can use the fertilizer, we have to do something else. We have to do construction. And my assistant here, Benjamin, is going to help us. Let me try again. Make sure you don't get your fingers. Okay, so we got all the holes drilled in there. It looks like this. And this one is like this. And I even labeled, if you'll notice, I labeled the grape juice bottles. So this one says Grow Big 1, which is our more nitrogen heavy one, called Tiger Bloom, and this one is called Tiger Bloom. Okay, so we went and we filled these up with water, and we're on the directions of this package. It says 2 to 3 teaspoons for every gallon of water, and this is essentially a half a gallon container. So what I usually do is I just use the cap. A cap full or two in there is kind of approximate. Doesn't have to, it's not exact science. Dump it in.
Can I take it around?
And then come around here, Sarah. I want to introduce everyone. This is my daughter, Sarah. Today is her 13th birthday, so please give her a shout out in the comments or likes to say happy birthday to Sarah. Okay, shake it up. Shake it. Whoa, whoa. The rule is you want to wait when they're in the ground about a week or two before we start adding this food to it, and then you can really add the food once a week, once every 2 weeks. So you ready, Benjamin? Okay. Sarah.
Yeah.
Did you hear that I won an award for my gardening videos?
No, I didn't.
I was outstanding in my field.
That's so stupid, Tasha. That's a good one. You should laugh at that.
I mentioned that, why do I garden? I like vegetables, but, having time with the little ones, the means is the ends. It's not always the ends, getting the fruit, getting the harvest, which is a nice fun thing to do, but the means of getting there is also an ends in of itself. And I think that's something I try to keep in mind when I do these activities and I make these videos, so that people can see not only how to garden. If you learn something, that's great, but just, how to engage little people in the process. All right, Benjamin is going to help me water our plants by giving them some of the fertilizer, plant food for young plants. You ready to help me? Okay. Put the cap on. Or use the holes that we already drilled. Can you help me, please? Okay. Okay, I know you can. Go ahead. Over here. Now I was looking at the peppers that I transplanted out that I wasn't sure how well they were going to do, to be honest. But I pulled off some of the bad leaves, and look over here. You could come around. I got another jalapeno growing. I saw buds growing here. So that tells me that this plant is getting nutrients from the soil. Look, a little one here is getting nutrients, and he's really thriving. Which also, another little pepper down here.
There's a teeny one there.
You see a little teeny one there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. And one here. And one here.
Let's see it.
Okay, so we're going to use this fertilizer now, this plant food, which is 284, which means that it has more phosphate in it. We encourage abundant fruit, flower, and multiple bud development. And what's important is I'm watering at the bottom of the plant, not over the top, because I don't want all these leaves to get full of water and soaked as the sun comes down on them. So I'm doing it down here towards the bottom. Okay, well now we're going to take the cucumbers that we had transplanted into these red cups a few weeks ago, and they've done pretty well in the cold frame over the last couple of weeks or so, and they got some good leaves on them. Some of them are very big, and now we're going to transplant them here near this trellis. We're going to dig some holes, and then we'll plant them in, and all my friends will help. All my helpers will help us. Starter food helps it. Oops, it's pretty stinky. Okay, now sprinkle it over. Okay, we're going to show you how to do it. Okay, you Kevin? Digging a little bit of hole. Now, take it in your hands and put your fingers around it like that. Okay, now turn it upside down. Now just kind of squeeze this one out a little bit so the whole thing will be in your hand. There you go, you got it. Okay, now come over here. Yep, boom! All right, well, that's all right. These things are resilient, you know. Okay, Curly, let's see. Do it again. Put your fingers around the stem. Good. Yeah, you could push it out even a little bit. Push, 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 push. Yes! Okay, now, my brother told me when I put the peppers in and I had all of the roots bound up just like this, that what I could have done is I could gently pull these out and they'll if I can loosen them without tearing them, they will better take into the new soil. So thanks for that tip, Uncle Gabe. We're doing that for this guy because his roots are a little bit bound up, but otherwise he looks very healthy. And we're going to put him right in the hole, right, you Kevin?
Yeah.
Put him in. Let's put some dirt around him. And look at that. This is a bean sprout that Rivka started growing in her school, right? Okay, you ready, Rivka? Let's make a hole right here. Step on it. Yeah, push it out. Okay, now let's twist. Twist. Whew. Nice. Now it's nice and mixed, yeah? Okay, now I want you to put your bean plant in. I'm going to stretch out his roots. Good. Okay, now I'm going to give it to you. Hold it. 2 fingers. No, put 2 fingers apart. Good. Hold it like that. There. Now, we're going to carefully flip him over and leave him there. There. Okay, now we're going to just put the dirt around him that we dug out. And that is how you dig in, you transplant a bean plant. Okay? Let's go together. Come kneel down.
I can do it by myself.
Okay, you want to do it by yourself? Okay, just a little bit. Good, good, good. All right, let's see if that's enough. Let's watch it. It's going to drain down. Well, that's our video this week. We talked about fertilizer. We talked about plant food. We talked about nitrogen and potassium and phosphorus. And we fed some of our young plants and we transplanted some of our cucumbers. We got some helpers and we learned a little bit about why I like to garden. And remember, it's not the ends. It's not the harvest at the end, but the means are the ends. That's why I do this. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll see me on the next time. Please subscribe and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on these videos. Thank you.